Have you ever wanted something so bad that an explanation for it doesn't even seem real? Hi, my name is Dylan Tucker, and I'm a student here at Full Sail University, and I was actually really originally interested in becoming a music producer here, but through already having about 16 years of experience with piano and 12 years of experience with drumming, as well as in the past 5 years, I have been writing hip-hop lyrics. It led me to do the one thing that I wanted to do that I felt like I haven't had any experience with, which was being a recording engineer and a producer on a freelance level. And naturally, I've always had a curiosity for how things work. So I felt like going the route of learning more about the science behind sound would teach me more about what I could do to lend myself to furthering my opportunities to become a freelance recording engineer and producer. The first career that I really felt like, as I looked into, would really help me with becoming a freelance engineer and producer was becoming a recording engineer. As recording engineers are responsible to the artist and producer for the mixing of the sound of the project inside a studio. They also are responsible for operations of a mixing console, session preparation, including mic setup, and technical decisions as well. With today's increasingly more advanced digital technology, a recording engineer's position is equally innovative and crucial to that of the musician's and producer's role. A background in music like the one that I've collected over the years is something that I felt would be most helpful for that, as I also noticed DJ Swivel in his interview with In the Box in Get In Media with Mr. Head, the author, had mentioned was most helpful for himself as well. Being open-minded, as DJ Swivel had stated in his interview with Mr. Head, to entry-level positions will provide the initial path towards becoming a reputable freelance producer and engineer via developing that reputation as a hard worker without stipulations for how you work hard. The following is a 90-second video on recording music.
What's the one thing that never gets old? Listen how the story unfolds. Yeah. Started way before I was born. They found a way to record all the times you performed with a bass and a tom and a kick and a horn. That was right until you went and changed form. You finally had a voice. You spoke a universal lingua. My dad loved you. He was involved. It was like you were in the souls of a generation with guitars and amps and record players. Then he met my mum who loved dancing to you. She always told me how she found love through you. I remember hearing you around the house. The rap came on. I turned you up loud with the Adidas shell. Told you made us all buy. Mum had a heart attack when she looked at the price, but that didn't matter. You had us inspired. Even made a mixtape for the girl that I liked her. I remember when my uncle died. You got us through the worst of the time. Stood right by our side in our moment of silence. Back in our lives, you were skipping CD seller. Finally got an MP3, an iPod 8 gig. Every night I would go and update it. I had a sick playlist. Let me just say this. Look at you, you're still beaming. No CDs, but you're still streaming. Years have passed and nothing's the same, but you're the one thing that always remains: music.
That I had realized would possibly help me towards becoming a better freelance recording engineer and producer was that of being a would be a production sound mixer. And the production sound mixer is the head of production on a set, and the role of being in charge automatically provides transferable experience as a freelance engineer and producer, because being a freelance engineer and producer not only plays the role of one people, but two people inside the studio. And work as a production sound mixer also provides unique opportunities for mixing to further understand also mic use, but more so for mixing in different environments and also mic placement in different environments, such as the responsibilities that are of a production sound mixer, which is recording all sound on set, dialogue, sound effects, wild lines, as well as live music and room tone. And that helps with a freelance production or producers and engineers' attention to detail for recording in different ways. And also, as a producer, learning those different sound effects, such as also sound design, will help with improving creativity in the studio in general. And just as a freelance engineer's success is essential for recording succession, a front of house engineer's success is essential to that of a live band's performance. The engineer behind the audio console is like a member of the band and just as important to the audience's perception. As a front of house engineer, the crossover of attenuation to detail of sound from a live sound instance, such as a show, and the ability to compare that sound in a session recording provides an extra element of detail to that of the ear and resulting possible different creative decisions by an engineer, because it diversifies their understanding of recording music in general. Joey Sturgis, in the engineer of Get In, he was an engineer that also did work with many bands in his songs, or excuse me, in his work with Get In Media, stated that with Asking Alexandra, Danny Werstomp has a voice that you can do whatever he could dream of. And considering working with different bands in a recording studio can differ, the same is true for onstage performance as well. And I believe that is why a front of house engineer's experience will help make me a better freelance engineer and producer.